I'm back, hopefully with better connection this time. Um, yeah, I live really in a rough place for internet, for the web world. So yeah, it's a bit odd. Let's try to restart this. Hopefully, not that much times, because I really don't want to be restarting the stream so often. You know, my connection is really bad. Trust me, it's really bad. I would love to be able to make streams more often, but it's really hard for me. My internet just sucks a lot, but it is what it is. We have to use what I have because I really don't have any other. I don't have any other, possibility. So let's make this quick. As I was trying to say yesterday, not yesterday, but Tuesday, when I did the first stream, the stream got deleted by YouTube. Now I'm trying to redo again that stream, and basically, Case Mod World Series ended up in Tuesday. All the winners got announced. Two winners for each category, and one for cooling, a choice or idea, concept, whatever, and another one for people choice. Public voting. Anyways, if I win, you guys will probably see me very happy. I didn't. I'm quite disappointed, to be honest, because if I had to win, it gotta be this year. I entered with two mods, the half and half mod that I didn't give that much attention, during the voting. I was really focused on the desk, and of course the desk, as I said, and basically. I'm disappointed with myself, not because I didn't win. I did everyone, and I created a quite big expectation. I posted the desk on the Reddit, in a lot of forums that I use, in other boards that I use to share my work, and I received a lot of good feedback, more than I was expecting. I have to say that in Reddit it was really funny because it's Reddit, and people just make a lot of jokes with whatever the flawlessness that they see. It's always something to make a joke, and it was really funny, and I was quite expecting, why not? I have a lot of good feedback. Everyone loved the desk. It was a major success in terms of building phase, construction, in overall final result. And I was like, yeah, maybe this year. But, didn't win. As I said, a bit disappointed with myself because I created a big expectation. But, well, congratulations to all the winners. Glad that they win. I believe they are happy, of course. But I have to say, I'm a little... I don't agree with the fact that we have, People Choice Award, and then the first place on Tower Mod or Scratch Build. Oh, I don't remember. Anyways, the same person win two prizes. I quite don't agree with that. Have to say, maybe, it's a tip that I can give. If someone wins the public voting, kind of doesn't make quite sense to win another prize. Just give a chance to other person. Not speaking about me, speaking about other great mods that entered this year that deserve to be on the top, top 3, top 2, whatever. And well, next time, my suggestion is, if someone wins one prize, don't give them another prize. I don't agree. Anyways, moving forward. I have to say that I don't know if it's August 25. It will be the announcement of Monitors mod. We have a Portuguese modder out there, Fred Ramos. I will not pronounce it in English because it sounds a little, bad. But he's on that contest. Maybe he can brings something to Portugal this year. We'll see. But yeah, basically that's it. I don't know what things will come in the future about modding. It's a bit complicated for me to start doing, doing a mod every 3 months, changing my personal case. I have to slow it down. Really, I have to slow it down because since October, yeah, less, yeah, less. Oh God, yeah, you know, since probably August and 1 year ago, I started a mod, the All Terrain project. Then it got finished, I believe in October, November, something like that. And then I received the the Cooler Master support on the Affinov mod. So after 3 months, I started another one, and then on the beginning of in March this year, I started Desk. So what I'm trying to say here is, I'm moving too fast in terms of changing cases, changing PCKs. I have to slow down, mostly because I don't have enough money to continue this rhythm, and yeah, I have to slow it down. And the thing is, what will happen next? Because my channel kind of moves around building projects. So what can I do to change it? To I have to kind of find another content. Maybe this Tech Talks can help with that. Maybe speaking about general terms that general news that come around in computing, tech, hardware, whatever. Like I place on the title RTX. I want to speak a little about that. Maybe this is my solution. I don't know. I believe that the future will bring good stuff, but if I had to, plans to start a project in next, I'll say 6 months, I don't have. Okay, we'll see how things go from this desk project after the contest, after the Case Mod World Series. But I don't know. I have to adapt. I have to adapt myself, and yeah, basically it's gotta be it. So we'll see what the future brings. I accept ideas. So if you guys wanna, give me some support on the themes that I can speak here on the channel, anything like that, will be awesome. What's up, Mr. Noob? Nice nickname. So yeah, basically I don't really know what will happen to the channel. If I will have a lot of mods coming, I don't know. At this point, I don't freaking know what will happen. So moving on, I want to speak about RTX, Nvidia, because everyone is wiped up. The conference, the live conference was a bit odd. I didn't saw it live. I saw it postly. Okay, so I kind of grabbed some news here and there, and I have to say, why everyone is so wiped up with these cards. I mean, they cost a lot of money, more than the I believe almost $400 compared to the 1080 Ti, and the only thing you get there is an AI artificial intelligence concept that you will have a lot of reflections. I have to share my opinion with a Portuguese YouTuber that made a video about it, and I totally agree with them. He said basically that everyone is wiped up mostly about the reflections that Nvidia make the reflections. Oh, it's like now we have reflections. What is going on? And we have that already, so it doesn't kind of make sense why everyone is so hyped up about that. Mostly because a lot of people kind of turn that stuff off to gain FPS. So I don't know how much. I don't like the wipe thing, okay? Because the wipe train is awesome for brands, for marketing, for sales, but for us, it's can drive us a little away from the main goal of something new. And of course, Nvidia doesn't have competitions on the high-end graphics card. That's quite a good question, man. I would like to make a mod with the RTX doing. I don't know, man. As I was saying, I don't know how future project will be, if I will have any, but You know, that's the thing, man. Everyone is like crazy with the you know, they compare the 1000 series, I'll call it this way, or the 10 series with the 20 series, and they are like, oh, we have crazy giga-rays of memory. What the fuck is going on, man? How can they compare giga-rays with an older, you know, lineup that didn't have that? Even another thing that I was quite surprised, and I have to say, is it's definitely a great marketing idea, and it kind of turned out to be that, you know, it kind of turned the wipe train even bigger. It was when they decided to change the slogan, you know, the name, the brand, the GTX name, changing to RTX. It's, in my opinion, the killer wipe train thing that they did, because the moment a lot of people saw this, like, oh, they are changing the name, it's probably something epic coming. But you know, that's how you make the hype train. And then you make a conference, a live conference, and you don't show any big numbers, any compare numbers to the normal user. And that's, for me, in my opinion, I have to say, this a bit, it doesn't convince me. It didn't convince a lot of people. Even there is already you know, that video is probably already on YouTube everywhere, but a German website or German guy went to the Gamescom event, Nvidia event, and tried, you know, so they had Tomb Raider there to be played in a RTX thing, and I believe it was in 1080p, if I'm not mistaken, and basically it didn't pass the 60 FPS. So why is everyone so hyped up? You know, reflections, we are already added reflections in games. That's, everyone knows that. Yeah, basically you probably guys have a little delay on the stream, but yeah, exactly. We can't compare previous generation with a new one when they assume that this one has different graphics capacity. Okay, I'll try. It's kind of hard for me to explain it right. With something that is not prepared for that, actually for this new stuff. Doesn't make sense. That's the thing, you know. And when they you know, after the conference, they had this room with a lot of, you know, even Peter Brands, a great modder, made a really crazy build for them to show off the RTX 2018 Ti's, I believe. And they have that Tomb Raider there for you know, everyone who wants to try it out. And I was not even impressed. How can you play, you know? Yeah, yeah, ray tracing. Yeah, it's ray tracing. Yeah, thank you, Mister. That's the thing. When you expect something like this, when they changed the name, the brand name, when they came out to, you know, look at us, we have this thing that causes reflections to go crazy, something that a lot of people kind of turns off to gain FPS. It doesn't convince me. And then there's no comparison. That they didn't compare anything properly to the old generation. That's the thing, you know. It's really cool. We have to say that it's really cool they are trying to make something new here. They are trying to improve. Maybe this is the future, who knows. Right now we are speaking about the possibilities or the facts that they show us, and they are not really that great. You know, the marketing didn't. I had to check that out, Mister, but I will. So that's the thing. They really made a big wipe around this. They don't have competition on the market. they, they are trying to, I have to say, they are trying to bait, the high-end user that really wants to have the best of the best. But if you are thinking about buying a new card, you have to slow down. You have to see when the benchmarks, when everyone's that are quite decent on YouTube receives it, you can, make your decision on their claims. But right now, it was really fishy that live conference. They didn't compare games without ray tracing, so that's the thing. How it will compare, how it will perform without a optimized game for that card. That's the thing. And another thing is that companies, that make the games, distributions that make the games have to adapt for ray tracing. If they don't, it doesn't make sense to have it. So it's kind of complicated in my opinion. That's the thing. For example, GTA 5. It's GTA. If you go, we can go even back. GTA 4. That crazy mods that you have to, for lightning, for they call the ultra realistic mods. You have a lot of reflections, but the thing is, adding that to the game caused a lot of performance issues because the games got really hard to run with I'm not saying one or two more cards, whatever, but gets really hard to run. And basically, in my point of view, and for everything I saw on the web, the ray tracing thing is like the ultra realistic mod for GTA because you get a lot of reflections, you get a lot of lightning. So I'm still trying to understand if in the aftermath, in the really, for us as gamers, as users, that this really makes sense. If this will be the future, or this is just marketing things to, Nvidia has its own market. They have a lot of, it's been saying on the web that they have a lot of stock of GPUs, of 10 series GPUs. So placing them in a higher price will probably make you go buy the older one instead of the new one. And in the end, maybe, who knows, we cannot only confirm that they will probably have, I don't know, 10-50% improvement on benchmarks. So I don't know. Changing another thing we have to. That's the thing, man. Everyone has to adapt to be, everyone that is making a game. Imagine, maybe today for us that we play a lot of PUBG is on this, but PUBG is really a bad game, optimized game. Everyone knows that, and I believe they are having a lot of issues with server timing and pinging it and etc. But Battlefield kind of makes sense because it's a new game. Why not go for this? Tomb Raider, I will say yes, but as I said, that video that is going on the web, it's a bit fishy because where is the 60 FPS thing? So for companies that are right now working on a game, just to launch next 2 years, yeah, probably ray tracing can bring a whole different level of detail. But will that be a priority? Will that consume a lot of time, a lot of money? Is it worth it? That's the point. Because if it's not worth it for a company to put a game out with that, because most of us don't have that card yet, it's kind of, it's complicated. Maybe in the future, I'll say probably in the next gen, the gen after the next one, that could probably be a thing because mostly of us have the RTX thing going on if this really turns out to be that great. But if not, I mean, it also depends on what companies that makes the games want. Oh, I see. You'll have to change stuff to make sure it's like you want it. You know, I don't know if it's worth it, man. You know, I saw Nvidia posted a video, I believe yesterday, showing the. As I said, I didn't saw the live conference. I saw some sketches, some parts. They show Battlefield 5, the reflections. I have to say, looks amazing. It's really, it kind of brings you even deeper to the game because you see all these reflections. But in an FPS game, I don't quite believe that's important because you want FPS, you want really high frame rate, you want to be, it's just a fast-paced game that you don't look at that type of details, and maybe that type of details can bring you, confuse you in game because you see a lot of stuff that normally you don't really, I don't know, it could be cool, but at some point I don't know if it's really that great. Oh, thank you, man. I have it a bit lower, and I'm a bit far off the mic, so. Man, you guys need to give me this type of info. It's always good. So as I was saying, I don't really know if this will be the future. If this is a turning point for the future, well, screw it. Why not? But for now, for today, present, I don't quite feel that is really that this wipe thing is too wiped up. So I don't really believe this will be for now that the major thing. This is all a marketing thing, maybe just to bring companies to make this, try to make games with this. With the ray tracing thing, we add a lot of reflections and all that stuff. But for the overall user, and we have to go for the, higher end users will always buy the latest thing, will always spend the money. But for the medium and lower users, this type of thing kind of goes aside because you are making a budget build, you don't really care about the reflections. Fuck it, basically. I want to have a budget build that can play the games with a reasonable frame rate thing, and I really don't care about ray tracing because, if that costs me money, I don't want it. I just want to be, sure that I'm making a budget build that can provide me some gaming experience, and mostly some of that users will not buy it for the reflection, for the ray tracing thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, basically, and trying to giving you my conclusion. My I've been around and around, and I probably got a little overrode, but basically, well, as I said, a lot of wipe train, big wipe train. I have to say, big wipe train. It kind of reminds me the AMD wipe trains. Even though the last one was amazing, Ryzen was amazing. So a bit too much wipe train, really fishy and really bad live conference without showing anything that we can really take a conclusion of that. So if I had to bet, I would probably say that this new cards will not be that crazy compared to the 10 series. I don't see the new 2018 Ti going really crazy better than the 1080 Ti, so not really concerned about it. I hope so, man. I hope so. I hope AMD can come from the bottom rise up, and that's cool because I have to speak a little about this. When Ryzen came up, Intel didn't have 6-core CPUs. Now we have 6-core CPUs. Now we have a good balance between both sides, and that's really important. Hopefully, Nvidia can, hopefully AMD can bring that balance again. Intel is trying to come to the graphics card world, so why not? I believe it's really a strong competitor, and Nvidia needs to slow it down. So maybe in 2 years we'll see some changes. I hope so. But yeah, basically we have a big wipe train on RTX. Don't believe that the performance will be that different. Ray tracing for now is not, in my opinion, that important. But yeah, if you are looking, in my opinion, if I have to give you advice, if you are looking for a graphics card, go to the used market. It's crazy. Even here in Portugal, that's the thing, man. AMD. That's the thing. That's why we cannot trust this type of stuff, man. Yeah. Yeah, AMD, but we always got that step lag, that step back, because they're saying it's good, we don't know, but AMD kind of made bad moves on the past, but yeah, turned out to be great. Nvidia right now is just exploring the market. They have it, they can do whatever they want. Every company that makes a game want to work with them because they have the best card, they have the latest card, they have, it's normal. Hopefully in the future we see different things happening. But yeah, as I was saying, if I had to give advice to someone that want to buy a card, wait, go for used market. As I was saying, here in Portugal it's crazy. Everyone is selling the cards, Oh my god, it's really crazy, 1080 Ti is being sold really at cheap price, 1070s. It's just crazy. And as I was saying, end user will always buy the new cards because they just want to have the latest thing, no matter what, and they will sell their oldest cards. So paying attention to the used market is definitely a good move now. So if I had to advise someone to buy a card and you don't want to spend a lot of money, and screw ray tracing for now, basically buy a used card. Yeah, that's the thing, Yeah, that's the thing, man. I have a 1080 Ti and I'm not selling it. I don't. It doesn't make sense, man. Why I will sell such a great card just because reflections. That's really cool because everyone, and it's a lot of memes are popping out on the web, and that's crazy because everyone is kind of making jokes about ray tracing and all that stuff. Even there is an image of Minecraft. I have to show you this, guys. It's just crazy. All the wipe train kind of falls apart. Oh my god. Let me just see if I can find it. I believe not. But it's just crazy, man. I can't find it. Whatever, doesn't matter. That's the thing, okay? So basically, RTX new graphics card, in my opinion, are not worth it for now. Don't sell your card. If you want to buy a new card, it's always good to buy a new card anyways. If you have really old architecture or something like that, it's always good to to update. But I feel like the price is too higher than it should be. So I mean, it's like the phones, man. You know, smartphones are getting higher and higher in price, such a crazy way that doesn't out. You know, iPhone X, $1,000. Oh my, or 1,000 euros, whatever. It's same, almost the same shit. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. You know, Samsung is delivering the Note 9 at, I believe, 1,000, more than 1,000. I don't really remember it, but you know, and years back, if you go back 5 years ago, the same high-end a product was half the price. So what is? It's just crazy, man. Yeah, that's, you know, AMD have to stand out. You need competition on the market. It's because without it, Nvidia will keep rising the prices. They just don't care because they have the, you know, they everyone's that want to buy the latest thing will buy the Nvidia thing. So having it price tag it higher will not change a thing. So that's what I'm saying. We need competitions. We need Intel on the market too, because if you have three companies doing graphics card, that's the thing. That's where we'll see the price going down. And trust me, if I had to buy a card right now, and I mean, I had a 970, really cool card, 4 gigs of RAM, you know, the 3.5 thing going on, but that really doesn't affect the performance that much. I will probably wait to see what Intel has to offer, what AMD could offer in the future, and you know, wait back on the RTX Nvidia thing and forget it. 4 years still working only. But if you want to buy another phone, another smartphone, you'll see that the same smartphone, you know, the same level, because we have to speak in levels, not in the specs, because you know, the years go and everything kind of evolves. You know, the smartphones have more RAM, more a CPU, cores, whatever. Doesn't matter really. The same money you'll buy right now, the same money that you paid for your phone back then, if you want to buy the same, I'll say, level, you will probably need to spend more money, and it kind of doesn't make sense. I mean, you know, I quite agree to disagree on that, on the AMD 390s, because the 970 it's in my opinion, a great card. After the RX 200 series, AMD kind of made a lot of shit, basically. We can call it rebrands, whatever, but they didn't really bring anything that great to the market. They basically went up on the RAM a lot of RAM. So I kind of, you know, I kind of blame them, okay? And Nvidia take that advantage from AMD and, you know, gain the market, all the market, because they have, you know, a really, you know, it's crazy the market share they have. It's just crazy. So I don't know. AMD has to need to make something like they did on the Ryzen thing. It's really hard for them because they don't have the same I'll say money, because it's all about the money, right? To make it. Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say here. You know, the segment. You did it. You did it. Every brand new time. Yeah, basically. Yeah, but that's the thing. The tax thing kind of is overconsumption. Everyone, because the more you spend, the more the more it turns out to be new, the more you spend, something like that. You know, that idea you said, something back then, the same segment cost really cost more than back then. So that's the thing. It doesn't make sense. Anyways, it is what it is. Hopefully in the future Intel brings us, but Intel is not that trustworthy company. We saw it with the CPUs thing going on. You know, they are just kind of, you know, rebranding CPUs with 5%, 10%. I believe none reach 10% increased performance. So the more you win, the more you save. In this case, I don't know. The more you buy, the more you save. That's a tricky one, because that's tricky, because I don't know if I agree with that. Maybe that's good for them, because the more they buy stuff, the more they buy companies to make their games, the more they win. So yeah, that's a good sentence for them. Anyways, so hopefully in the future AMD can turn out to make something different, bring some competition to the graphics card world. Intel to, we have to, you know, kind of pray for that. But I don't know. Right now, RTX didn't really convince me. Yeah, the thing is, Intel is, as I said, Intel is not that truthfully. That's a company that we can really bet on. Maybe with the graphics card, maybe, you know, competing against Nvidia will make them bring something, I'll say, price competitive with Nvidia cards. And they are trying to enter in the market. If they want to entering the market, they have to, you know, slow the price, have lower prices. But you know, AMD is definitely the company we can expect something cheap, and that does the job. So I don't know, we'll see. That little Reis, yeah, that's the only thing we can expect from that card. Anyways, so I have to go. Tomorrow is work day, so sadly. Last one, I'll be on vacation, so quite happy with that. 2 weeks vacations, so yeah, I deserve it. So hopefully, as I said, we see some competition on the area. I hope you guys like this type of tactile streams. Sorry for the quality, is not the best, but I'm using such a bad connection. I have to, you know, I have to make a speed test just to and post it on Facebook, just to you guys see how bad it is. It's really hard. I live in the end of the world. If you wanna go Google it. End of the world is where I live. I basically live on the end of the line of the telephone line, so it's normal that the connection is a bit bad. So hopefully, I hope you guys like the video, this type of videos, this type of streams. Hopefully you get some ideas, some opinion from me, whatever. I'm just being honest with you, what I have to say about RTX thing. And well, it's once again another opinion. Maybe someone is kind of trying to decide what to do. So there you have it. Follow me on Facebook, guys. Go to Facebook, Tankian the Man. Follow me there. It's really cool to, you know, I kind of make. I've been a little half, but you know, it's always good. It's more easy for me to keep in touch with you. So the thing is, Mister, the thing is, right now the stream is quite decent in terms of, I know I'm using Streamlabs. I mostly I wanted to go to Twitch, but I don't know. I believe, as I know I have a lot of subscribers, a lot, okay, in YouTube, so it's kind of easy for me to go to YouTube and make the lives. The thing is, my connection is really bad, and if you are from Portugal, so you know what I'm talking about. When you have the Altis company provide you such a bad connection, it's really hard to make a stream. I'm doing a stream with 600 kbytes, I think is how you pronounce it, per second, so it's really bad. I'm using 480p, so it's really bad. It's really bad. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying my best here. So yeah, I should, man, but I know I'm a little exhausted from the week, so you guys have to give me a break. Anyways, I will continue this stream probably. I like to be here. I like to be here speaking with you, or sometimes speaking alone. I don't care. I'm crazy. Whatever. So once again, guys, thank you so much for being there. Mister, thank you so much for being there. I appreciate, and the other ones that are there where I'm not speaking and I don't know why. Don't be afraid. You shouldn't. So yeah, have a great night. I don't know if tomorrow probably I'll not be streaming in the weekend. Oh yeah, I don't know if I'll be streaming next week. I will try my best. Okay. Even via phone if anything pops out as a great news that I need to speak a little or give my opinion about. Okay? Less than 800, man. 600. 600. Ultra fast upload, my friend. It's how we roll. Oh god. Yeah, I'm just losing my mind. Yeah. Anyways. My girlfriend is and then a Portuguese dude comes with a nickname that in Portuguese is just crazy. What's up, Zé Xoxa? Oh, nice nickname, man. Oh my god. That just I will end the stream here. Thank you, Zé Xoxa, for coming strong on the chat with that nickname. Guys, with this one, see you on the next stream. Hope you guys like the stream. Goodbye. I'm Tankian the Man, and see you on the next one.